common issue that's happening with AI generated code. So you'll see an increase in the incidents per pull request. A lot of it is being attributed to AI generated code. A lot of them are shipping tons of code and with very little oversight. And because there's very little oversight, that code is likely to fail at places people really don't know much about, right? So that is something that's happening. And the worst part, so insecure. So when you think about AI generating insecure code, that's one part of it. There is also the other part of it, which is the architectural crisis, right? Now, AI doesn't have any kind of a clear understanding of your architectural decisions that you've taken to build an app or when you're building an app, right? It's going to create or it's going to write source files, which is based on what it thinks is correct and what, of course, runs and makes sense from a feature completion perspective, right? It doesn't really care about architectural patterns. It suddenly decides to go with a certain type of password hashing format, and with a different functionality might use something completely different. It is entirely probabilistic. It might use different authentication modes, might use different authorization models, it might use different inconsistent error handling logic. This is stuff that happens a lot. So more than just the secure coding problem, there is also a security design problem. And this is really the crux of the matter. So there are two problems you're dealing with. One is secure code. You already know this. You kind of have some ways of addressing this perhaps. But the secure design problem is much, much worse, because this goes into blind issues that you probably don't know are ever there. Maybe find it extremely difficult to debug down the road because it's probably 2 months in, you've shipped 30 new features. Because of that, it gets much, much harder for you to actually identify the key source of the problem, which is these architectural mismatches that are generated by your agents, right? So this is something that I find a lot of. In fact, I vibe code every day, and I see this happening quite a lot personally, and also the people I speak to, my customers that I work with, this happens quite a lot of. So this is a very common thing. It is a thing that we need to be worried about, right? So, simply because this is expanding. So the number of vulnerabilities that are being generated could be code vulnerabilities, could be design vulnerabilities, could be configuration vulnerabilities are increasing, and the design vulnerabilities make things exponentially worse. You might make a design choice that is terrible. AI might decide to do that, and you just don't know what it's done because, hey, you've gone ahead and approved 9 times out of 10, whatever the agent has done. So this is something that tends to be a serious repeating problem with AI assisted code.